Hi, so I'm KB with Nerdophiles. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Okay, this story is filled with so many twists and turns. And honestly, while I was watching, I was like, everyone is a shady character. Like, everyone is suspicious. I trust no one. Hey, when you were writing the script, like, what was it
Yeah.
that was coming to you where you were just like, I know that this needs to be on screen?
So when I wrote the book, because I'm an author as well as a screenwriter, I every book I write, I'm writing it with a view to adapting it. And this
Oh,
one I
okay.
knew from the beginning, oh, this would be such a great movie. So I was already trying to structure it in a way that would make it a very easy adaptation. And I think so it was quite simple to sort of move it from book to movie format, if you like. As you know, obviously you have to trim a lot because the book's 300 pages, but everything that was key in the book is in the movie.
That's so interesting. Like, you're one of the few authors I've met who are like consciously already thinking about what it would be like on screen versus just kind of leaving it on the page. So that is really, really interesting. So when you were crafting the character of Beth, because I was just telling Leighton, like, I think that Beth still has, obviously she's going through a lot of trauma. That's not just from the weekend away. Like, she is coming to the trip with a lot of like trauma and baggage and things undealt with. But by the end, I think what's really beautiful is that she learns to advocate for herself in like a very new and open way. And so, when you were crafting this character of Beth, like, what was it that you just really felt like was most important to get across about her character? Because I do feel like as women, we go through so much and we're so hard on ourselves. And it was nice for her, I mean, obviously, like the events are extremely traumatic. So, I don't want to use the word like nice lightly, but it was nice for, I think the journey overall, like, does something, you kind of see her bloom and flourish in new ways by the end, I guess.
Oh,
That's
I'm really glad that you picked up on that because that was very much the intention. Was she's someone who's just had a baby. Her marriage is, not great. She wants to go back to work. She's juggling all these things, and I think she's feeling in the shadow of her friend, who's very glamorous, doesn't have children, is footloose and fancy free, and she just feels a little not herself, and I think any woman who's had a baby will completely understand that change that you go through. And for me, it was about sort of showing exactly that journey back into herself again, and growing in confidence and feeling like it's okay to stand up for your own needs as well, and to voice those needs and to not always have to sacrifice. I think a lot of women sacrifice and stay quiet, or, we put others first all the time. And what I wanted was to show her making some decisions for herself at the end of the day for her own happiness.
Yeah, and I have to ask, obviously, like, her friend being murdered was clearly not, like something that she anticipated going into this. But do you think that her friend really was? Because there's a line in the movie where she says, "Hey, maybe she was helping me try to get back to the person that I was." Do you think that
Yeah,
really was her intent of
I do
inviting
think,
her?
yeah, Kate was trying to show Beth that she would be better off without her husband. And I think she was toying with the idea of telling her the truth, even if it meant losing her friend, because she felt like Beth deserved that and she deserved better than having her as a friend and better than having, being in an unhappy marriage. And she was trying to kind of remind her of who she used to be, when she was younger and before she got married, and just try to give her some of her sense of herself back so that she would be confident enough to, make the right choices.
Yeah, and a reminder of what she deserved. And I think
Yeah.
that I like that Zayn is a helpful character, but I was just telling Leighton, like, I'm kind of glad they didn't get together. I wanted them, like, I felt like they would be good partners, but I wanted her to have time to like truly heal for herself and like, figure out life on her own, get back into her career. So yeah, I really,
Yeah, it
really
was
enjoyed
really
that part.
important not making it a love story, like just but suggesting that there might be down the road, but it was something based very much on friendship.
Yes, yes, love that. Well, thank you so much for chatting with Nerdophiles. Really
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
for having me. Bye.
Bye.